And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gabriel Knight, The Sins of the Fathers. And now it's time to do something a little questionable. We're going to fool this old lady. Oh, that is the clump of clay there. I was just looking over it.
The clump of clay, I like that.
Yeah. Father McLaughlin.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
It just does the freaking Irish accent too.
That accent.
You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father.
We have to talk to her for a while
Thank you,
in
my
order
child.
to get that. But yeah, going back to our conversation about Quentin Tarantino, and Death Proof. Death Proof was, of course, it was part of that Grindhouse double feature thing. Did you ever see Planet Terror, which was the other movie?
I have seen Planet Terror because it looked more interesting to me. I actually liked that one.
Yeah, and I liked it too. It was really good. I think we're gonna get the close-up now of the... Yeah. The slicked hair. Jesus.
He looks really weird.
He reminds me of Ralph Fiennes, the guy who plays...
Oh!
What
Yeah.
do you know about
Yeah, the guy who plays Voldemort.
Yeah.
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore.
They happen all the time.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah.
get you anywhere, you know. Even
She
here in
knows
the
all
city.
about the different magics
I
and
need
shit.
to let them know about
This voice actress, I think that this was Feeble's mom in An American Tale.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I forget what the actress is called, but I'm pretty
Is
sure
it Feeble or is it Fievel?
yeah,
No, I'm serious.
yeah.
Like,
What can you tell me about
Well,
Fievel?
they say both. I am not entirely sure.
think I'm just a
in the
foolish
German version, they
woman.
definitely say
But I know
Fievel
the
because
things
the
they do.
title is Fievel der
My father
Mausewanderer.
was in New Orleans since
Oh, yeah.
1750.
That's such a weird thing about too. Whenever I look up anything on that movie too, is that the original title is just An American Tale, but it's too in Finland. The title of the movie is Fievel, and the translation of the Finnish title goes like On the Way to America, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, basically it's Mouse Wanderer, which is literally just Mouse Wanderer.
Oh yeah.
I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too.
All right, we have to. I remember we have to keep talking to her until she shows us the thing. But I forget what we have to.
Do you know, we could ask the Cabrit son. What?
Do you have any idea?
Well,
what
no,
happened
wait, she
in
won't tell us.
Mary, I know.
Don't eat the chili. Like that.
It means what can you tell me about
St. John's.
No, we can actually figure it out and then...
Of course.
they?
Oh, well, the professor eventually tells us. That's where we find it out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, is it a specific thing we have to ask her about before
Do you know
she
anything about
shows us the jewel?
They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people
I'm not sure anymore, honestly.
Right.
It's been a while that I played this. I mean, not
Yeah,
so long.
I think it's similar to when you're talking to Molly Aghetti, that it's just eventually, like at one point, she just brings it out.
Tell me more about.
Yeah.
It's just
What can you tell me about?
the only true. My family were among the Creole Society used to be.
My grandparents were the original settlers of of New Orleans. They were mice. They came over with a boat.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about?
Come on, St. John's Eve. We asked about.
Do you know any?
No,
What about
Tell me.
herself?
me. Real New Orleans
I'm the
are
Creole.
French, you see.
Hmm.
These days the city, but the French.
Tell me.
Well, Father,
Oh, come on. What?
What do you know?
Okay.
Um,
I asked her about everything, didn't I?
What can you tell me?
I don't think I.
Or is it just that we have to leave the conversation?
What is it? Maybe you have to show her something.
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, I could check my walkthrough.
Do you
The
mind?
Universal Hint Guide.
What do you know? What can
You know,
do you know any
Because I think I asked her everything already.
about?
Oh, maybe it's his Capri Sancor.
Of course.
I wasn't born yesterday, Father. I won't tell.
About. No.
Just as I thought. You
Wait, let's go out of the conversation. You'll not finish it. You'll just sit there.
Yep.
Okay, look at your inventory for a second,
Yes.
and wait. Scroll down. What is that thing?
There's
On
a
the
hair
left
gel.
there?
There's the scale we got from the snake. There's the voodoo code, and then
Oh,
there's...
it's a snake skin. Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
What does it say to use in the walkthrough?
Wait. Give me a second here.
Are we missing something? Because or do we have to find out what sub Cabrit Sancor means? Because that means we would have to go to the university.
Yeah, that might. Wait. That might be it actually. Because that's why that was my first instinct to ask her about Capri Sun Core.
Okay.
But give me a second here. I'm gonna check here. UHS,
Gabriel
which is
cannot-
freaking awesome. Sins of the Fathers.
Well, madame.
I have erased that one, but I will re-upload it. Okay. Is this day 4?
Yes.
I'm not on.
Let me just check quickly if the university is... Yeah, there it
Oh.
is. So we have to sit through the lecture. That's the thing we have to do.
Okay.
That was probably in the newspaper, the part that I missed.
Yeah.
Looks like the lecture's just starting.
Oh boy.
Gabriel decides.
Voodoo
I
is
do
the
like this
tribal
how they're
religion of-
saying
but the
how
name
Gabriel falls
is
asleep.
accurate. The word voodoo may sound
This is all very
familiar,
interesting, but I think I'm gonna skip most of it. I'm gonna quickly make note of like the names when they bring up.
It's very detailed. It's actually I watched it to the end, and
Hello,
it was
Yeah, it is a very intricate, and it's very interesting. But just for the sake of this playthrough, like,
it's almost like it was semi-educational, honestly. Like I learned a lot about. Like I know this stuff. A lot of it is just just how voodoo is.
Mm.
Fascinating guy.
There might be some fictional parts of it, but
yeah,
During a voodoo ceremony, a person being
they
ridden
keep
by
saying
a
the
bull
Loa,
takes a
but I think they mention a few of the
Someone
gods.
older who
well,
reaches
it's like their
out
spirits,
include a mother
like gods or
with a
something.
silver
Dambalas, that's the
There's
one
you,
we have to
the
remember.
mistress,
Dambala and another one,
Gede, the Lord of Death.
Nebo or Gede,
Agwe, the spirit
Papa Nebo. That's the other guy's real name.
Ugum Baragri, that's one that we definitely have
Yeah.
to remember.
I gotta get
Yeah.
The tribe-specific law can have as much or more.
Gabriel actually has another one of his nightmares at these turns.
Their priests.
Yeah.
Mama
The
Loa,
voodoo
yeah.
hound form. The ritual circle is prepared with a. During ritual conclaves,
Yeah.
initiates the use of totems or animal matter.
Okay, yeah, the animal mask, that's also an important piece of information we need. That.
Yep.
The ritual
that knife gives me the chills.
Yeah, because that was from the dream.
or
Yep.
and the ritual
Seke Madule, that's
That one is important.
Yeah.
That will be
These
very
items are
important.
often optional, called for
Seke
by
Madole.
Mama Loa
Yeah.
for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa.
Oh my god. Alright, now he fell asleep.
Yep.
What? I can't see. Gabriel, get in. Yeah, it's too small for me. You must get in, Gabriel. It's not
Yeah,
my-
that one I
too
thought was
small.
the freakiest part for me.
Hide,
Yeah.
Gabriel, hide. No, let me out.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Like, I'm curious how they did that in the remake because that idea of being locked into a coffin, I think that is something I think is really creepy.
Yeah. Alright.
Are you a student?
No, my name is Knight. Gabriel.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here.
I love he's gesticulating with the hand.
Oh yeah. I always like it when they
Mind if I
make a
pick the
really
brain?
detailed like talk animation.
Not
Well, the
that
thing
I
is,
get you out
yeah, I
of
think
my
that's
office.
important because they cannot do too much with the mouth. That distance
Do you
because it's
have
very
any idea
pixelated.
what Cabrit Encore?
That's why they have
Yes, I do.
to have it all
That's right.
zoomed in.
And
Yeah.
literally translates as in a feat. No. As in
There
the
we
human
go. Of
sacrifice.
course he knows it, Professor.
Sacrifices in voodoo are usually, if the gods demand a goat without horns.
Actually, I think we can now go to the guy in the park. He gives us the drawing, and we give it to him, and he's the one who. Because I thought at one point that Grace would be the one to decipher those, but then I remembered, oh no, it's this guy.
Tell me
Yeah.
about that. If you've taken notes,
Okay.
what can you You already sat through my lecture.
Okay.
What do you know about the
Let's talk about the voodoo murders. I don't remember if he
I
says anything
read
important
about
here.
Papers.
Well, you will give him the paper and he will
I'm sure there are
decipher
many
it.
so-called practitioners out there.
Well,
Yes, but I mean, besides that, if he says anything else important. He gave us the Cabrit and core part, but I don't remember if there's something else we need to ask him about.
well, the blue topics are usually pretty good. At least other than the himself one.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right, let's go to the park because we were already at the park at one point, but it completely slipped my mind that we could actually go talk to the guy. And there might be a new inscription in the graveyard too. We could check that out too. All right. Yeah, about the grindhouse thing, going back to that, and Planet Terror. I really liked Planet Terror. I thought it was way better than Death Proof, which is the other half of that double
Yeah.
feature. Honestly, that in my view is the worst of the Tarantino's.
What? Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out.
Any
for
others
some reason.
you would mention
It's just
as
something-
directors
sorry.
of bad movies
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit
that you
exhausted.
liked?
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
welcome.
That was kind of the
Here.
key thing, is that there are directors who I did
Wow,
like,
this
and
is
so like
great.
there's also like one from
Just don't, like,
there's also
blow up the
one
planet
from
with everything, okay?
Paul W. Anderson, and there's also one from like Rennie Harlin, and there's also one from
Do your thing with it.
well, obviously
Good luck.
George Lucas is there, but there's also a few other ones that people may not maybe a little be surprised about.
I would have to think about it honestly because there's a lot of
Yeah, and
actors
it was a
like.
hard list to do too, because there were a few like obvious picks, but not all of it was completely obvious. Let's see if there is a new message at the graveyard, because we need to take that to Moonbeam as well.
Oh, Moonbeam.
The voodoo code.
No, this is still the old one. Okay. Now let's go take that drawing to the because it didn't say that the voodoo murders investigation had ended yet. So that happens like at day 5, I think.
Yeah.
Because Gabriel gets like really outraged about it. And here's the completed drawing.
Can you tell me anything about?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
You my guest.
Great.
And you know what? I again forgot to talk to Grace before we left the shop. I just keep forgetting to do that.
Here you go.
Yeah.
No, this is a fascinating thing.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out
Okay,
anything about it from the
that
cinema?
little skeleton dude in the front just is kind of like hilarious and kind of creepy at the same
Hilarious
time.
and creepy.
Because like
Symbols.
That's
Like, his
that
crotch
that
is,
wraps
like,
up
right-
that like sums up most PC games from the 90s.
yeah,
Have you heard of the voodoo?
Goofy and creepy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, his crotch is like right in the middle, but he doesn't have there anything, obviously.
I honestly wasn't looking there, but okay.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I always see now my humor.
Lele is all.
And,
This mask over here, this looks like it's like Byzantine or
it's-
something.
Well, no, it's actually I think it's Assyrian.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made.
Oh yeah, and we come back the next day. He's gonna be fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Undercover. You
And
can
that big
contact-
head that
All right.
looks like from the Easter Islands.
I'd like to...
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
A
All
little
kinds
bit
of-
morphed.
Yeah, so this is kind of
I'll see
Got
Well,
it.
he's an archaeologist, so he's not just into
or
Africa.
anthropologist. Oh no, yeah, archaeologist. Yes, sorry, got those mixed up.
Or anthropologist? I don't even know.
And I know day 5 is when the snake gets us at the
Oh yeah,
at the Voodoo
man,
Museum,
it took
but
me a while. That was
yeah, that I want to go and check on the
Phew.
Oh,
because I don't remember if we have to go to the police station today at all.
What?
this.
well, we need to get the
Do you have mess?
mostly called. He left a message.
little machines.
Oh,
that-
this is yeah, the interrogation's going on. Yeah.
yeah, we'll eventually need to get the homing
That man
devices.
from Germany called again. Wolfgang. I took down his number.
Wolfgang Ritter.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang?
Sure, I'll give it.
Do you have more?
I've given every.
Okay, now we have everything. Okay, let's call Wolfgang since we're all over here now.
You
But
tried
he's
to,
doing shit completely out of order.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah, and this is a long ass phone number. Oh yeah, God.
Wolfgang.
well, it's kind. I guess
The
he's trying to.
number
They're trying to
written on
simulate the.
note is
It is correct with the 49. That is the first dial for Germany.
325
Oh yeah.
3.
And then a bunch of fucking threes. However, but I forgot to ask. But have you ever seen a phone like this that where you have to turn it on before you can call it? I've never seen a phone like this.
I don't remember honestly. Did you have to turn it on?
I'm not calling some stranger in
Yeah.
Germany.
Okay, yeah, no, Gabe's
will
not
be,
doing that.
It will be later until we can call up the
Yeah,
Wolfgang.
and by then I think there's going to be the guy like outside the window and everything.
Yeah.
Up.
All right, let's go to the police station. This is the Slash wasn't the guy's name? Wasn't that the guy's name he's interrogating? Can we go
Yeah.
through here, or do we need Tim Cummings' permission? Oh, we can come over through here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that's...
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy anyway?
Calls himself...
Oh, Crash. Okay.
He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square, pushing coke. You know something?
Go with
Call
detective
it
instinct.
Detective's instinct.
All right.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You've been president...
All right. This is actually last time I was talking about like a little piece of animation that they added here. Is I wonder if we're gonna see it. It should happen with Mosley at some
You
point
can
when he
tell
gets
me.
like really
You know
worked up.
anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look. I can't say nothing.
You remember when Crash dies later in the game?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that,
do.
that part is like fucking creepy because he just like up and dies like nothing.
Like you could fool
Yep.
them.
Because the voodoo curse.
They
Yeah.
know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. You tell me what I want
Start
to hear.
talking.
I can get you in the witness protection program.
I love he's just like pointing at you. You've been a very bad boy, kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like a teacher to a kid or something.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
One more thing about that list, about the 10 bad movies from directors I like, is that it's also like in... Actually, I wanted to... Also, originally I was also planning to kind of... There's a really, really bad movie I wanted to talk about that I've always wanted to have a chance to maybe talk about on that list, but it turns out I couldn't actually talk about that specific movie because the guy whose entry it was, he didn't actually direct it, but actually just wrote it. So it's actually one of there's two Finnish directors on there, so it's one of the Finnish directors. But that's weird, like, because I think when people have seen some of my videos, like, probably most people will think that like I might think that Mortal Kombat Annihilation is like in my opinion, like the worst movie ever. But actually, there's quite a few that are even worse, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. There's much worse movies out there.
Yeah. And I'm wondering like if one of these days I should do like an absolute worst. But that's a really difficult thing to also like quantify. You know,
it is very difficult because actually one of my hobbies. This is the thing is that
I'll be seeing you.
I'm actually thinking of doing movie reviews because when you're talking about this is when people say like worst movies ever, they don't understand the how many movies have been made, and most of them are like shit, and on all kinds of flavors and dimensions up to like the worst bottom barrel.
Yeah, that's exactly where I think the problem comes in, because there are bad movies that are really entertaining because they're bad, and then there are bad movies that are just dull, or you know.
Yeah, you got to define movie badness very specifically.
Yeah, and that's why it's for me it would be really difficult to even pick like an all-time like absolute worst, because like I think some of the worst movies I've ever seen are just so boring that I have a hard time like even watching them all the way to the end. But like that's not. But if you would make a bottom 10 about those kinds of movies, like that wouldn't be very interesting. That would be actually kind of dull. A big surprise. It would be kind of dull to talk about boring, movies that are bad because they're so fucking boring.
the movies that are bad, they're so bad that they're good. Those are definitely one of my favorites because they can be very entertaining. Because often they're movies that have a lot of heart. For example, Fantastic Four, in my opinion, was really bad, and it was really boring and dull, and nobody cared about the
film. You mean the new Fantastic Four?
new Fantastic Four, yeah. The very first one that never even got released, that one has actually, yes, it's a bad movie, but at least, in compared to the other ones, it probably has the closest costumes, even though it has the worst acting in many ways and the shittiest costumes.
Oh, come on, you're
no,
man, you're
seriously, dude, like fucking. They had a huge budget in the new one, and fucking.
I like the 2005 version, so.
I'm not talking about the 2005.
Yeah, I know you're not talking about it, but it's still like you're comparing it to the ones that came after that. You're talking about the 90s one, right? You're talking about the 90s one that was never officially released.
The 2005 one. No, I'm comparing now the one that was never released to the newest one, not the ones from.
That is a friggin' weird comparison to me. Okay, now it's opening up. Cool. Now we're getting like.
Who were?
Yeah. Oh, now she's gonna talk about the Voodoo Queen, and the real Voodoo Queen, and blah blah blah.
All right,
because
cool.
They talk about another Voodoo Queen, but it turns out she knows that the real Voodoo Queen was like the other one was just a front, blah blah blah.
Yes, now we can do the fucking play thing. Yep. Perfectly. Yep. We're almost at the end of the episode. Isn't it funny? This is the thing we started with, and now at the very end of the episode, we're finally gonna get to do it. Well, that's because that's because we. Well, this is an old Finnish expression, but we climbed this tree up. We climbed this tree ass first, so that's why we.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why we. So that's why it took us so long.
We climbed this tree ass first. I love it.
Oh, I can see how.
That should be the episode name if you name this episode.
Climbing ass first. That's kind of hard to work into an episode title. I think Ville dropped that one too when we were doing the Donkey Kong. Oh no, it was during the Mega Man 3 Let's Play actually. Oh, I love the little prayer he does here.
Its vibes aren't great. Let it do no
That snake is also kind of just smiling like an idiot. I just noticed that.
Yeah. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day.
Come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Man. Anyway, so I actually just quick before this episode ends.
Yep.
The new one was also made really just to keep the rights, which also the first one was made for the company literally to keep the rights, and they never intended to release it because in the contract it said they had to make a movie. They didn't have to release it. They just had to make a movie to keep the rights for the Fantastic Four, the live-action movie rights. So that it has in common with it. Also, both are crap. But at least the first one seemed to be, in many ways, closer.
Well, madame,
Although definitely the one with the two with Chris Evans, now with the new one out, they definitely look better.
I'm not going back on the street looking for this.
Okay. All right. We finally got that. Okay, but I don't remember. Do we now give it to the guy in the bar yet? Because
but you have to talk to the guy in the bar because you need to. Oh wait, you need to give him the luck potion.
The luck potion, but we only get that once we buy the crocodile mask, and we still don't have the money for it. So
only in venture games.
Yeah.
We need the luck potion, but we only get it when we get the crocodile mask.
Yeah.
To the gambler.
So I'm wondering, like, where
player
do? Maybe we
in
should
the bar.
ask. We should go ask about the mask first. So that's the thing. Well, we'll pick it up from there next time once Gabriel finally gets there.
Yep.
Ah.
All right. So see you on the next part.